Okay, great. Hey, so, how are you today? First of all, I am headed to work, but while I was, getting ready this beautiful Thursday a.m., I was, just having a bunch of dialogue with myself, as I usually do, especially when I get to meditating and, you know, how your mind just wanders. Well, mine does anyway, all the time. So I was having a moment, and I was like, because there's been some things happening. I've been allowing somebody to test my patience a little bit, just a little bit. So I've been having this inner dialogue, like, I work too hard to become the woman that I am for me to allow somebody to, like, make some decisions and some choices that don't benefit me for real. Like, because it's been moments where I've been wanting to use my extensive vocabulary to be hurtful, but I haven't, because I'm like, I ain't really about to do that, like, because I don't care enough. So anywho, while I was having that dialogue, like, I work too hard to be this woman, I was also like, but do you know, like, did you really work hard to be this woman? You just suffered a lot of trauma and made some decisions that, like, you just kind of evolved into this woman, but did you really work hard at it? So I was having that moment, like, and then I told myself, like, actually, yes, I really worked hard. I made some decisions. I saw a lot of things growing up in foster care, growing up in my environment. I saw a lot of unhappy and bitter people. I saw a lot of people not expressing love in a way that I thought it should be expressed. I saw a lot of things that I didn't want to become and I didn't want to accept. And I worked really hard at being aware of that and not succumbing to that. So, and then I just had this pep talk with myself, like, I worked really hard at not becoming bitter at the way that my life was. Like, I worked really hard at becoming conscious of my actions and my decisions and taking responsibility for who I am, the things that I've done, and where I want to be. Like, I worked really hard at being hopeful and staying hopeful, and that life will get better. Because if I didn't, baby, I would have probably tried to end this life of mine a long time ago if I thought this was gonna be it. Like, I worked really hard at maintaining, like, recognizing and understanding and even learning what it meant to be at peace, to have peace and to know peace, and keeping that environment. Like, I worked really hard at holding on to my identity, being who I am, despite being told on many different occasions growing up that I was too much of this, too much of that. I was not good enough in this. I need to do this. I need to do that. I worked really hard at holding on to who I am and being authentic in who I am, and fighting back against people telling me that I needed to change to be something other than Nikki J. I worked really hard to be able to get to a place to recognize when my trauma and my past is affecting me, and to go get therapy, so that it wouldn't continue to affect me. I worked really hard at learning how to properly and effectively communicate. I worked really hard at really learning to recognize, identify my emotions, like, down to the letter, and being able to express what my emotions are. I worked really hard at learning how to communicate clearly and effectively. I worked really hard at being able to embrace my truth and expressing it and sharing it despite how others feel. I worked really hard at that. Like in a society where people seem to appreciate and embrace just fake shit for real. Like, people like to embrace deceit. I worked really hard at not being deceitful. I have worked really hard at mastering my emotions, mastering accountability, and mastering the fact that I control my life. I am responsible for my life, my actions, who I allow into my life, and even though I cannot control anything else, I am responsible to how I choose to continue to respond to things. Like, and all of these little things that I became aware of, and I made decisions in my head that I did or did not want to be. It was hard work to be intentional to not become certain things or to become certain things. It has been really hard to stay optimistic in an environment and hopeful in an environment where you see so much chaos, you see so much death, you see so much anger, you see so much bitterness, you see so much violence, you see, oh, hi, hello, you see so many people that are deceitful, like, and you see so much competition, you see so much ugliness, like, and you experience so much trauma. It has been extremely difficult not to succumb to that. It has been extremely difficult to get to a place where I understand that working myself like a dog was not it. Like, and to do something different, because it's like, it was a point where I was like, okay, shit, I'm living in poverty. Like, at this point, I am living in poverty. How am I what am I going to have that look like for me? And to hold on to the fact that I wasn't about to let making money rule my decisions. Like, it's been really hard to keep a mindset that even though I've been dealt certain cards, and even though I maneuver to make certain things happen, like, I can still do what the fuck I want to do because I'm dope. I got a great connection with my spiritual team, with the universe, like, and all I have to do is ask for it. Like, it has been extremely hard to keep that mentality and to watch things manifest for me. Like, to live under the poverty level and to still be able to take trips out the country and stuff. Like, I make decisions to do what I want to do, and I make decisions to deal with the consequences to do what I want to do. But it's been really, really difficult. It's been really hard to live life, to make decisions, to be able to be in a position to live life authentically, unapologetically, and quote unquote differently, because it's even been hard to accept that, like, being different is not negative. I've been called different most of my life, you know, being a nerd, being a Oreo, being a tomboy, being a free spirit, being a butter, like, all these things that when they were said most of the time had negative connotations to them. Like, it was hard to continue to still embrace that and be that. So damn right I worked hard to be the woman that I am. Damn right I worked hard to freaking salvage the purity that I missed for so long of my life, and to grab a hold of it. It was hard work to fucking heal from all the damage that was fucking caused to me from the time I entered this world, this realm. So yes, I've had this conversation with myself, and yeah, I work damn hard. Like, I do work hard to be here and to stay here. I work really hard to keep my sanity, and I work really hard to not want to swallow a fucking bottle of pills at times. Like, because this world is fucked up. I work really hard to stay optimistic. And so, yes, I can give myself a pat on the back. And no, I will not fucking let anybody I will not allow anyone to come into my life and make me freaking make decisions that go against that. Because the power is me. Like, I am powerful. I am power. I am God. I am that I am. So, yes, I work really hard. Pat on the back. Y'all have a great day. What you working hard at? Own that shit. Own it. Recognize it. Applaud yourself. And don't let anybody... You don't allow yourself to let anybody take that hard work and make you take some steps backwards. Nah, you only do that shit if that's what you're doing. But don't allow anyone to be in your space, and don't make decisions to backslide because somebody else. You remove that shit out your life, because we work real hard to not be toxic and to heal. I need to get in here and get my food now. Ooh! Alright, I love y'all.